You are listening to the Bug School Podcast, powered by Back School of Tech. It's not about code, it's about clarity.
Okay, so welcome back. So this second episode is related to the first episode, which is all about Q&A and answering questions based on what my students, friends, and colleagues are asking. And in the previous episode, I answered 6 different questions, and I have another 6 here. So let's move on. So, question 7. What helped you start feeling better about yourself in tech? Was it a project, a person, or a mindset shift? Yeah, it was a mindset shift. It was all about the mind. But I've always felt better. I've always felt better, well, except for times when it's supposed to work and it's not working. But I've always really felt better. And like I said, for me, aside from being able to pay the bills, being able to sort finances, aside from all of that, for me, it's just all about flexibility, doing the things that I love, anything that feed my soul. I think that is it for me. So I've always felt better. Even when things don't go as planned, I've always felt better. And when things don't go as planned, I just pray, look for a really funny movie, laugh, and sleep. By the time I wake up, I'm brand new. So next question. You mentioned Norman Vincent Peale's quotes. How did it personally hit you? Like, what moment made it click for you? Yeah, Norman's quotes, that should be, you never know what you can do until you try. Yeah, so during my early tech career stage, I was reading different self-help motivational books, and You Can If You Think You Can by Norman was one of the books that actually helped me. It really helped me in several areas. So that was why I said in the previous question that I've always felt better. So the book really helped me in so many areas. And one of the areas there was dealing with disappointments, dealing with negativity. After you've done something, this one really helped me when I started teaching classes. So after teaching, sometimes I tend to wonder if people like what I just did, if it went well. I started getting curious and nervous, But I remember the book, and whenever I remember the book, and I just let it go, And it also helped me embrace criticism a lot. The book has really been helpful in every area. It actually helped me push through my challenges, push through my fears. Come to think of it, I think I need to read the book again. Yeah, so next question. Was there this is interesting. Was there a first moment when you realized, wait, I think I actually know what I am doing? Oh, the first moment, I think that would be last year. I was contemplating on whether I should still keep the agency or try something else. And I was thinking of, like I said, I enjoy the indie hacking lifestyle. So there would always be a new idea, fresh idea to work on. And I started asking questions, trying to figure out which is it. That first moment, just like the question says here. So that first moment, so it was last year definitely, and I was trying to, go into something new, and it has to do with tech school teaching. I've always loved teaching, and I've been trying to start a tech school. In fact, I've launched it about 5 times and it failed. I just didn't really get it. So, and this is going to be the 6th time and so far so good. It's really, really, really impressive. It's really impressive, and it's like is now my number one main focus. Any other thing is just secondary. So when I realize that this is the lane I should go, and it's challenging because it's the right thing. I'm not expecting it to go easy. It's challenging because it's the right thing, and challenging because it's still me being a founder, which I'm not sure if I'm ready for. But the fact that I could talk this much, the fact that I could teach, yeah, that was my first moment. And I felt like, yes, I'm doing the right thing. I remember when I started teaching for the very first time, that was right after my NYC. I had one of my mentors then who had a tech school. So he has been teaching marketing and e-commerce then. He wanted to start teaching core tech skills. Then I started with product design. So I was one of the first teachers. I taught over 200 to 250 student physical class, and it was amazing. I really didn't expect I could do it. It was amazing. So yeah, I think I actually know what I'm doing. Yeah, that was the moment. Okay, so question number 10. When you see beginners now struggling with imposter syndrome, what do you wish they understood earlier? Well, how do I put this? Okay, so well, beginners, what I wish they had understood well is it's never going to be easy. And one thing I love about people nowadays, people who are into tech now, everybody's doing it for mostly the money. I know money is a strong focus. Money is a strong and powerful energy that pushes people beyond their limits. So I think what I feel they should have understood is never going to be easy. It was never meant to be easy. Programming was never easy. Some people still run away from it. Even I am planning to run away from it. I'm planning to stick into designing and teaching. The programming was never meant to be easy. And starting a tech career was never meant to be easy. So I feel like what they should have known is it was never meant to be easy. And the way it worked for me would not work for you, would not work for any other person. Everybody has their own career path. Like, it's completely different. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so question 11. What would you tell someone who is quiet, afraid to reach out, and doubting if they belong in tech? And this is almost like me. I am quiet. I'm quiet. But I think according to Norman Vincent Peale's book, it's still as simple as just do it anyways. The least that can happen is you get a no. Maybe you're trying to reach out to someone to mentor you, or you're trying to seek help for material or for a tech school or anything. The least that can happen is you get a no. And it's not the end of the world. And it doesn't really stop you from still reaching out. Someone somewhere will definitely give you answers. You can reach out to me. I've trained people in different areas. Sometimes I've had free classes, I've had premium classes. I can check Skill Africa with K, not C. They usually have free classes a lot. So the only thing you just need is internet and electricity on a laptop. But really, a quiet mouth gets nothing. Publicity and showing up every day is what would actually get you to where you're going. People wouldn't know you. They wouldn't know your expertise if you don't show it. So it's always important. And you don't really even have to talk. All you just have to do is pick a phone, pick a social media, and then start throwing out what you know. Let's see it. Okay, the final question. If you could summarize your journey with one message, what would it be? This is going to be a bit challenging for me. If you could summarize your journey with one message, what would it be? Okay, let me try. Okay, so one, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. Okay, let me try. Well, I'm not a Nepo baby. I started from scratch just like everyone else. And like I said, for me, it's all about flexibility. It's just all about being able to do things I want when I want it, not having to being controlled, not having to listen to someone directives. Like, doesn't mean I'm being rude or lazy. Where I am lazy, I'm a lazy person. Or even as a lazy person, I tend to find a way to solve my problems. So my journey is just more of living my life the way I want. No, I think that does it. Living my life the way I want. Living my life the way I want it. Like I said, it was never about the money. It was never. Even in academics, I wasn't really the bright student. I was just an average student. But by the time I got to the Polytechnic, I realized I needed to, I needed to do better. So, and the only way I could do better is if I have to, push through. Well, I did well. And one of the things that really helped, the same mindset that I have in tech was the same mindset I use in sorting my academics. So when I see that this thing is becoming a problem for me, I try to find a solution to it. So I made sure that I worried less about my academics, so I can worry about important things. So I can focus on much more important cases. So for me, like I said, my journey in tech is just all about flexibility. So yeah, that ends the entire Q&A. So if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. See you in the next episode.